Welcome back to another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. Today we have a post asking, am I the asshole for letting my brother go hungry to make a point? I'm 29, my brother Sam is 27, our sister Amy is 32, and Sam's wife, Nora, is 26. I don't like Nora at all. She's lazy, nosy, a know-it-all, and lacks all social skills. Once Amy and I were debating about the best way to sear a steak when Nora injected herself into our conversation and tried to explain to us the exact method and type of pan to use. I didn't call her out, but I silently asked myself, what the hell does she know about cooking steak? She's a vegan. Another time Nora asked me about my 401k account and how much I have in it. Again, I was silently thinking to myself about how rude she was for asking about how much money I have in there. Not much, by the way. No matter what you're talking about, she'll have something to say. Another time she was talking about dinosaurs for a good hour at dinner. We all just sat there, long after we were done eating, to be polite, but no one talked because no one cared about dinosaurs, and she never paused to take a breath to give anyone a chance to change the topic. Worst of all, she's a stay-at-home wife. Not a stay-at-home mom, they have no kids, a stay-at-home wife. There's nothing wrong with her physically to prevent her from working. She claims she has anxiety that prevents her from working. I'm not a doctor, but I don't see any anxiety when she's shopping at Target or out at the beach during our family outings. Normally I wouldn't concern myself with Sam's family, but it's affecting me. I don't see anything wrong with a one-income family as long as that income can support that family. In Sam's case, his income can't support him and his wife. I've had to loan him money at least a dozen times since he married Nora. They're always short on the rent or don't have money for the utility bills or whatever. Last week Sam asked to borrow $50 for lunch for the week because he's short again. I love my kid brother, but I had enough. I told him no and that he would have lunch money if his lazy wife works. We argued because he took offense at me calling her lazy. He later told Amy about our argument and she yelled at me for willing to let him go hungry. She loaned him the money. I told her he needs to go hungry to see that his wife is a leech. And now for the comments. WineSys says, not the asshole, a loaf of bread and jar of peanut butter doesn't cost $50. He needs to live within his means. He needs a second job or his wife needs a first one. Kamama07 says, you're the asshole not for refusing to help but for the way you treat and talk about your sister-in-law. Sounds like she's neurodivergent, ADHD and possibly autistic. I don't know what you think anxiety looks like, but most people don't notice it because us anxious people are good at hiding it most of the time. Try kindness, maybe explain to her why some topics are just a no-go and see if you can get to know her a bit better. A little tolerance and kindness goes a long way. Tropical Diver says, yikes. Everybody sucks here at least a bit. Totally okay to not provide lunch money to a 27-year-old brother. Perhaps I would have said, last time. Or what is your plan going forward? But that is me. But you don't insult his wife. If Amy wants to provide lunch money, she should do so rather than try and guilt her sister. And, likely, Nora. Kev O'Malley 743 says, not the asshole, your reading of the situation is yours and he's a grown man, you're not letting him go hungry, you're not spotting him $50 to make a point. Now I will say that you don't know what anxiety looks like and it's a good thing that you don't see anxiety when she's with your family, that might where she feels safe in the world, lovely option, where she's really good at holding it together around her husband's family and actually it's an exhausting experience for her, awful option. So you're an asshole, but not loaning your brother $50 isn't why. It's being annoyed that she has opinions and different social norms about talking about money probably has more to do with it. Technical_lobster says, geez. I don't know if she don't have any problem that prevents her from working. Anxiety can have so many forms, even only showing in some situations. So I can't definitely say she's an asshole. If money isn't enough to pay the bills and food, perhaps the wife could get an online job? Something that didn't require face-to-face. But you don't have to bank your brother. Help him sometime, but you're not required to. Letting your brother go hungry is not a very nice thing to do. There's a lot I don't know about this situation, only what you think about it. Info: have you ever asked your brother or know for a fact that they spent money in luxury instead of paying bills? Because many people struggle to make ends meet. And you don't really know if the wife has, and on what level, anxiety, or if it's been treated. Now, for my personal thoughts. This is a tricky one and not messy yet, but can easily become messy. Now, anxiety is something that can't be seen, and people should not be judged for it on whether they have it or not. Also, people having social issues can be caused by a number of reasons, some because of having a mild case of autism or growing up in a household where they weren't taught about social norms, and some because of being bullied, they never had any friends. In all honesty, it could be a number of reasons. Now, I do think anxiety can be managed and people with anxiety can work. How do I know this? It's because I personally know people who do, and they do it with the help of a psychologist or so. Therapy is a great tool to utilize no matter where you're at in life, and that is something I think Nora could benefit from. Now, OP has every right not to lend any more money, because I do agree with the fact that his brother's family should live within their means. But the way he went about it was an asshole move. I think more than anything the siblings should have a sit-down conversation, because the brother may need to hear some truths that are hard to talk about but may be necessary. Have you been in OP's position? What would you do? Also, what do you think? Please comment below and share your thoughts. I'd be interested to hear what you all think. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. If you like this story, please click the subscribe button and give us a like. Also, check out other Am I the Asshole videos on the channel. Until next time, friends.